Alright, it's tea time disc golf back again. Round 2. And we've got Gregg Barsby still in the lead, 17 down. We have Chris Villa at 14 down, Jason Tiligadas at 11 down, and Rob at 9 down. Now, this is at Ocean Park, right? Ocean County Park?
Mm-hmm. Ocean County Park in New Jersey. And this back 9 is going to be a little more demanding than the front 9 was. It's going to be really interesting to see how these competitors are able to, try to get these birdies out of here.
So 256 feet, par 3. No, 369 feet. No, 256 feet.
Yeah, this
That's
one's not too far. This is going to be, one of the last pokes for Easy Bird here.
Okay. Is there a long position here too, though?
There's a long tee, and
okay.
You're dealing with a couple trees. It's not utilized as much as it should be.
Yeah, you gotta smack yourself around if you don't get the birdie on this hole, though. I mean, it looks like it's reasonably wide open.
Right. The challenge for this comes reading the distance, getting around that tree, and making sure you're close enough to not have to contend with that wind too much. And Rob caught the right side of that, but I believe if you're at that tree, you're at circle's edge.
Okay. It still looks like there's not a whole lot in the way.
No, there's not a whole lot going on, but that tree that they're just missing on the right side is the one thing you got to beat. I've seen people kind of grip them, kind of underplaying it, and as you can see, Rob's
just outside the circle,
probably like about close to 37 feet maybe, and you can see the wind's blowing. That's the challenge out here. These field holes are going to really test the putt.
Chris making that look easy, though.
Smooth. Jay Tilly for his 2. Good putt.
And Greg just a little bit deep there, but this is just clean enough for him. This is nothing. So he gets his birdie.
I like that next tee sign right there on the basket. Everybody gets one. That's a nice little star frame there.
Now, Rob did not get the birdie there, though. It actually looks like he bogeyed, to be honest with you. So we move on to hole 11, 575 feet. It is a par 4. You get to unleash. It's always fun.
Barsby's going with this shot that just too much air underneath it. But you can't do any wrong here. There's an OB on the right side. If you just grip lock or turn something over way too much, it's just really not in play for these guys today. And that's a great spot to be. It really sets you up for a nice, easy hyzer shot underneath one tree to beat, or if you got a flick, it's wide open.
Nice. That looks nice and smooth.
Yeah, get a nice long ride out of it. Get some, bite off some of that 575 and make this an easy 3 if you can.
There we go.
He's looking for that bigger push. That's the thing. You put him up too high out in these fields, and the wind is just going to gobble it up and do what it wants with it.
I mean, you still have a pretty wide open shot playing into this thing, though.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter where you end up out there, unless you're going to have that house to deal with, which I think the last time I played, I had to go over that. Is it bathrooms? Is that what that is?
It's the old bathrooms. They don't use that anymore. I'm hoping they can knock that down.
Ooh.
Nearly skipping in, but just catching that tree.
I do remember having to throw over that. No, but a challenging par 4. I mean, you have a little bit to deal with there at the end of the flight. Chris looks like he just absolutely put it underneath it, though.
Making it easy.
Yeah. Greg going flick. Approach shot. Good looking shot.
Yeah, this is the upshot. I mean, you get your drive out, you get down there, and you're going to be challenged. Did you get far enough left? Are you too far right? And get close to the basket, make your putt just like Barsby did.
So, birdie start for Gregg on this back 9. Rob putting in a birdie putt there. That was a nice birdie.
Yeah.
It looks like everybody's gonna get a chance to do it here. Everyone's within 15 feet now, so.
I like this. Tiligadas always keeps his pace. He doesn't really underestimate many of his shots. He's just, that's a good thing, because when you're out on the course, you don't have a lot of opportunities to just stay in rhythm with those 15-footers. Usually they're tap-ins or they're close to the circle's edge. You got to really appreciate those putts, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Now, this is a challenging shot, which plays to Barsby, I think.
A little short. He didn't make it into that gap there. So we'll see whether or not how long that putt is that he's going to have to hit.
Wow.
That's a good-looking shot. A little deep.
I think it ended up going deep. I mean, it's so tough that it's a small gap, and you have to get right. The way we're seeing it is it looks like they're just kind of heading straight in there, but you got to get into what is like an 18-foot gap, if that.
Yeah, and did not hit the gap. He ended up early.
Rob
did not hit the gap. He ended up left. So Barsby got in there. I don't know how close he is. It looks like everybody else is going to be outside the circle.
Look at this wind.
Tilly putting it up there.
Barsby's got to be every bit of 65, 70 feet probably.
Sure. Yeah. That's a hell of a
Did
putt.
that just happen?
It barely hit any chains. I think it just sunk into the back of the basket there.
Oh, man.
Very nice. He keeps his birdie streak alive. I mean, at this point now, he's 8 in a row. So, yeah, he's rolling right now. Rob can't convert. Let's see what Villa can do here. It looks like he stayed in bounds. And Chris again for the cleanup, and he gets that taken care of. So we got Gregg with the only birdie. We got Chris and Jason both parred, and Rob unfortunately with the bogey there. So Barsby's just extending his lead here.
We're running out of holes here.
It's 4 strokes. We got hole 13. So wide open. Is that the basket out in the middle of the field? No, it's up on the podium, right?
It's up on this large stump out there. Barsby's
huge shot.
I can't do it. So I can't even express what I just seen. I mean, that's a deep flick. That's one thing I don't have in my arsenal, and it just makes it look so effortless. Chris just flipping it.
He turned it over a little bit too quick.
I mean, if it serves me right, I believe they're playing into what is a headwind.
Yeah. And Tilly did not learn from Chris and did the exact same thing. So hopefully Rob can learn from both of them. And
that's cruising OB if it doesn't hit anything.
I do believe that it's OB. I did see it on the other side of the road there. So, all right, approach shots for these guys. Let's see if they can't get it close and make it easy until he hits the wood there.
Chris going high, trying to spike in.
That's fine too.
That's good. He's definitely trying to counter for whatever wins out there. This is Rob for his par save. Just a little short. This is Barsby for 2. He threw that every bit of 377, and that's in for 2.
Very good birdie. So he's still rolling along. He's going to make it extremely difficult for anybody to have a chance. Gregg's kind of walking away with this thing at this point.
You got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 5 holes, and there's 5-stroke lead at this point. Everybody cleaning up.
Yep. Yeah, it is one thing that you have to rely on is a level of difficulty is the wind out here, because there really isn't a whole lot in your way. I mean, I'm used to playing wooded courses and courses that don't have this amount of you can kind of choose the shot that you want to throw, which is it's kind of exciting. You're kind of forced to play a certain way on most of the courses that I play at. So this is a fun course to play. I'm gonna have to get back out here and play another round of golf for sure.
Yeah, there's always tournaments happening here. There's the clubs are doing good things, and there's always improvements happening. All these New Jersey courses, and they really emulate a lot of the courses that have been popular around the areas in the Pennsylvania, Delaware area, and just trying to catch up. And New Jersey's really coming up with some good courses now.
It's nice. It's good to see. It looks like Chris and Gregg have put their disc pretty close. Tilly's a little bit further away. He didn't get his to come over to the left far enough, and Rob's kind of the same situation here. So they got to make some big putts here.
A little high.
Yeah.
Looks like the wind's kind of calmed down for them. This could be an opportunity for...
Villa's just outside the circle, though. Oh.
Oh, man. Not a very confident putt from Rob.
No, and I would assume that Gregg's going to continue his...
What is that, 10?
His amazing putt. Yeah, he's at 10 in a row, I believe. There's Tiligadas. And these guys are going to clean up and get themselves onto the next hole here. We'll move on to hole number 15. Yeah, there's definitely not enough holes left at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's two par fours that are going to come up in a little bit. This hole, is right there in front of your face, not very far. 235. Looks like Barsby's flicking a gator, I think, here. And he's just parked.
Puts it right underneath the basket.
This is the shot. You have a Mando on your left. And Chris just throws the shot that I wish I could.
Really good shot.
He's happy about it.
Yep. And here's Tiligadas.
With height to go in. Oh, it just tickles a branch.
Should stay there, though.
Just gets inside.
Yeah, he's going to be pin high.
Oh, another putting opportunity. Rob is the furthest one away, but he's just at that circle's edge. He's reaching for him.
And Tilly just a touch high.
But that has a lot to do with that wind coming in out of the field.
Yeah. See if Rob can put this in. Well, man, that's frustrating. The other two are just underneath it, obviously, tapping in for their birdies. Rob's going to take a bogey, and we got Tiligadas with a par, and we'll move on to hole number 16.
Hole 16 is a shapely par 4. This hole really reminds me of some of the shots you would see down in Delaware or up at like Nakamixon. You got a tight fairway with a double move. You need to flex the disc down there, and then it needs to fade down toward the pin. And if you could get one deep enough.
And boy, Gregg just tried to rip something and just got so lucky, it looked like.
He's not happy about it, but he's still,
he went not anywhere near the fairway. And Chris throwing a good-looking shot down the middle. And he should be able to get up and down without any issue there. Tilly trying to shape something.
He's gonna
hit that there.
It's such a late flip. You really got to hyzer something down and then have it flip. And
Rob tried to take Barsby's line, but did not work.
Catching more tree. Tiligadas should have a look here from where he's at to be able to just hyzer one down. And I I think he found a gap.
Here's Gregg. I thought he got a little further than he did there, but
There's
should be
just too much on the outside of these fairways to really carry anywhere. This is the type of hole you really want to decide how you're going to play it and where you're going to attack. Trying to get it all off the tee pad sometimes isn't the best strategy, but Chris left himself in a good position.
Good looking shot.
Yeah, he attacked there.
And that was a really good looking shot too.
Yeah. All right, Jason's right there for his par. Barsby for 3. No.
That's one of the first missed putts in a long time.
There we
He
go.
ends his birdie streak there on this hole.
Makes good on his par.
A good par.
Rob makes good on his par save, I believe.
Yep. It looks like Villa's going to walk away with the only birdie here. And cuts it to 5, but we're on hole 17.
Yeah, it's about composure and just staying in there, having a good time.
Yeah, there's really there's some serious separation on this card right now. Nobody is really near anybody else, so there's not a whole lot of pressure. All you have to do is step up and just throw a good shot down the middle. It's exactly what Chris does there.
Chris wanted that in.
And Barsby hitting the guardian tree. Well, at least there's no pressure on him right now, too.
Tiligadas outside and in at the basket. Oh my god.
Very good shot.
Rob scooting one down there low.
Yeah, a little redemption for Rob. He needs a birdie going down this stretch for sure. Gregg running at it. Oh, just a bit short.
It's pretty long from there.
Tilly hits it.
Dead center. Rob gets a bird. Much calmer at this corner of the course. You've really played yourself over to a good protected area. A lot of trees where they're at now, so wind on this hole and even here becomes less of a factor.
Well, 3 birdies and a par there. So Gregg parred the last 2 holes in a row, and now we go to the finishing hole here, hole 18. It's a beautiful hole. It's really fun to be able to unleash on this hole.
Yeah, it comes with a great, you gotta play with a little bit of respect here because you have a creek that you need to clear, and if you carry too far left, there's OB.
Right.
You need to be able to play this. This is a good hole. This is a golf hole. I really enjoy this.
Yeah, this is one of the nice ones on the course. I agree with you. And that looked like a great shot.
Everybody's setting themselves up really nice for good birdie opportunity. Rob unleashing. It's got the move. You don't want to be over there. That is tough. It's possible Rob could still get over by the basket for a putt for birdie, but it's
Gregg is
gonna be
wondering
challenging.
if he can throw a 500-foot forehand right now. And he got into it really good.
Unreal.
That was an unbelievable shot.
I can imagine that's every bit of
470.
I guess we'll see what he's got left on the putt.
I mean, he could have a 50-footer. I'm not sure where that ended up either, but that was just a
Over 4.
huge flick. Yeah.
Over 4.
Villa went with the high putter shot, digging it into the trees.
This is a fight. I think it fights close enough.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a long jump putt, so he's like 65 probably.
He just lays it over there.
Yeah.
Smart play.
Oh, hits the basket. And Gregg for his birdie to finish up. And there it is. Let's see what Chris can do here to finish out the round.
Yeah.
Oh, with a fantastic putt.
From 27 feet, Chris Villa with a birdie.
Yep, not enough to catch Senior Barsby, but there was only it was a 4-stroke difference. Chris made a valiant effort. Gregg just went on a terror of birdies, so there's not a whole lot you can do about that.
Just leaves you with no room for error, and it really shows you how important it is to be in control of your drive, in control of your putt.
It was fun to see another New Jersey course. We got to obviously give thanks to the guys. They do what they do out there, Austin and Christian, and they're a huge part of why we have this and the ability to do this and see coverage on a local level right now. So whatever we can do to support these guys, make sure that we can do that. Again, thanks to everyone for watching. We certainly enjoyed watching these guys battle it out, and Gregg coming to our local area and playing good. Gregg's an amazing disc golfer and fun to watch. We'll make sure that we get out there and beat him next time.
I had a good time, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good. All right, guys. See you next time.